It's a 100 burpee challenge! Coming to you from the hot weather of North Carolina! Don't forget, when you get out of work, you got the inner heat inside ya! It's best to sweat it out before it gets you sick, ya dig?
The reality is that by attacking you, the league went after a school other than UA. Up until now, our schools haven't had an especially close relationship with each other. But we were talking about coordinating in the future for the sake of sharing information. We still don't know why you were targeted, Miss Utsushimi, but hopefully together we'll get a better idea of what the villains want.
Cray cray.
Additionally, this means we can organize joint training exercises someday.
Next time I'll beat you up one-on-one.
You still behave and speak like a back alley thug, you hoodlum! Remember your place!
Yeah, you don't get to be the one to tell me that.
Shoto, long time no see. You've changed quite a bit.
Not interested.
Shoto. I want you to know I'm proud of you, son. Because of that, I swear I'll become someone you can be proud of too. Not just as the #1 hero, but as the man that you call father.
I don't care what you do.
Endeavor! Just so you know, I'll be rooting for you.
Thanks a lot. Also, you're bleeding.
Progress is slow for Endeavor, for these aspiring heroes. Sometimes they come to a standstill. Sometimes they have to look behind them. But one step in front of the other, they keep moving forward.
Before we knew it, September was over and fall was upon us. As the air outside began to grow colder, we tried to come to terms with everything we'd been through. All Might and Mr. Aizawa took those of us who were involved in the Shiei Saikai raid to Sir Night Eye's funeral. It was one last chance to say goodbye to him. Our teachers and the hero agencies talked about the work studies program, and they decided it would be best to put them on hold. Night Eye's sidekick, Centipeter, took over his agency. He and Bubble Girl eagerly awaiting Togata's return to their ranks. As for Eri, she regained consciousness and recovered, but she was still emotionally unstable and her quirk could go out of control at any time, so the hospital had to take precautions and she couldn't have visitors. There was some progress, though. The doctors discovered that the horn on her forehead seemed to power her rewind quirk. As her fever went down, it began to shrink. Now it's little more than a bump, which is a good sign.
The equation isn't that difficult to solve. Calculate the definite integral. If you have an answer, raise your hand.
Mr. Ectoplasm always gets so hardcore with this kind of stuff.
Start by carrying the yay.
Even Yaya Rosa was puzzled, and she's at the top of our class. Mathematics is truly a cursed subject.
Midoriya.
107 over 14!
Incorrect. Yaya Rosa.
107 over 28.
That's right. On to the next problem.
That was almost smart. Too bad you screwed up. You seemed really into that class, Deku.
Yes, I applaud the effort you're putting into your studies. However, before we feed our brains, we need to feed our bodies.
I'm starving!
Please have some fromage.
Oyama was force-feeding me cheese, and little did I know, even stranger things were in my future. Where'd you even come from?
This cheese is called Pont l'Evêque. It's mild and perfect for snacking.
Oh, I'm good. Still chewing on the piece I already have in my mouth. But thanks anyway.
Why don't you come have lunch with us in the cafeteria? I've noticed you usually eat by yourself, Ayama.
No. Lunch Rush's food doesn't agree with my refined palate.
Well, to each their own, I suppose. We're not going to force you. Now, time to eat.
That was just the beginning. Aoyama definitely made an impact anytime he spoke or did anything, really. But it was always pretty hard to tell what he was thinking. But at last, he was showing his true colors. What the heck is going on? That was Aoyama, right? But why was he on the balcony? He was just standing there, staring. I didn't imagine that, right? What should I do? I mean, his room is next door, so we could have walked down the hall if he needed something. Should I go talk to him? What would I even say? Hey, Aoyama, were you just being creepy? No, calm down. I'm sure there's a logical...
Midoriya, I know.
Jeez!
Do not run in the hole, but do move your legs as quickly as possible. Only 1 minute to class. You barely made it. And are you getting enough sleep lately? I see those dark circles.
You're right. Sorry, class rep.
Surprise.
There he was. I was so weirded out by the cheese last night I couldn't sleep. I've never really talked to Aoyama that much. He doesn't go out of his way to socialize. He's more of a free spirit. Someone who always says whatever's on his mind. At least, I think that's right. I wonder if something's going on with him. If so, it's probably not a good idea to ask him while everyone else is around. I don't want to make him feel awkward, especially if it ends up being something personal.
Hey, whoa, Mineta! Take a look at this!
Is it X-rated?
Suitable for children. Mount Lady and Edgeshot have teamed up. Kamui Woods is gonna be joining them too.
Mount Lady, so big, so hot. I think they're going by Team Lurkers. I saw it mentioned in the news earlier.
There sure are a bunch of heroes teaming up these days.
My sexy giantess is getting famous.
Once we're pros, we should do some team-ups too. Here's an idea. You can make me float, and we can make acid rain. Sounds intense. Oh, hey, and Pharaoh can use a tape to fly me around.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Koda and Shoji and Jiro will be the scouts. Oh, we'll be called Team Rainy Day.
Woohoo!
What about us? Don't need you. You can't just look at quirks when you're teaming up. You have to choose people you get along with, too. I think you're making it worse.
Everyone should be moving toward the gym now. Get yourselves into your costumes.
All right, class, today we'll continue working on your ultimate moves. If you haven't found a second ability, focus on finding one. If you already have two, then work on refining them until they are flawless.
51.
Just you wait, Rappa. I'll become a man who doesn't flinch at the sight of someone like you. I'll train by taking continuous powerful hits like yours. So, Bakugo, Sato, Midoriya, please use me as your own personal punching bag.
Dude, that sounds super weird.
Sorry, doing some solo work today.
That's okay.
So you made any progress yet?
No, not really.
What's the matter, nerd? I thought you were gonna surpass me and be number one. Kirishima, let me howitzer you.
Bring it!
Whoa, no way! You can't be that
Kachon is right. When I really focus, I can use up to 20% of my quirk. But that still wasn't enough to beat Chisaki. I need to be able to use 100% of One For All without any help. Otherwise, I won't be able to win or save anyone.
Hey. Watch this. My new move. The naval buffet laser. Oh, feast your eyes. When I do this, my tummy always starts hurting.
Then why didn't you show me just now? Mr. Cementos, Aoyama isn't feeling well. Can I take him to go rest?
Go ahead.
two of us. If I'm going to ask what's up, now's the time. So you were on my balcony, and then... the whole I know thing, what did you mean?
That I know your quirk isn't compatible with your body. Which means you're like me.
Aoyama, what are you talking about? You think so? But how?
I've had to wear this support belt ever since I was en petit garçon. The truth is, if I don't wear it, then sometimes my navel laser just leaks out. I was born that way. You see, my body wasn't made to handle my quirk. That's what the doctors said. When you first started at UA, you couldn't control your power at all. I remember. I've always thought we were similar. And now, ever since the work study, you seem to be even more impatient to succeed than before.
Yeah, I guess so.
Aren't surprises the best? Honestly, I think they make me happier than anything. That's why I left the message to raise your spirits. Did it work? Was the cheese delicious?
I didn't exactly want to eat it off the ground.
If we can't overcome the things that bring us pain, then you won't be able to twinkle, mon ami.
I thought he was being creepy, but he just wanted to encourage me. You know what? You're right. And your surprise was a huge success. Thanks, Aoyama. Are you okay?
It came out.
And so?
Try this pastry.
Yeah, sure.
Twinkles, you've been so cheerful lately.
That's the story of how Aoyama and I became friends.
Yep! This reminds me of how Sato's always baking stuff. It's a hobby, but also helps out with hero work. Man, so smart. Speaking of hobbies, I bet yours is the same, Jiro.
What? I don't know.
Come on! Your dorm room looks like a recording studio. One look and I could tell music is your whole life.
Drop it, moron! Forget about what you saw in there.
Oh yeah, that's passion. For real though, you should start a jam set.
Just shut it.
What?
October was here, which meant it was about time for UA High School to start preparing for a big event around the corner. Sure, we weren't the only school doing this, but we were still excited.
It's coming. The school festival.
Final school style! So awesome!
Gotta love this time of year!
We gotta think of something cool to do!
Hold on, Mr. Aizawa. Are you sure this is okay? Hush, Kirishima. Don't you ruin this. Think about it, though. There are villains everywhere right now.
You're right. That's a reasonable point. However, there are students here besides those in the hero course. You get the spotlight every year at the Sports Fest. This is for everyone else. The support course, general studies, and don't forget the business course students. This doesn't get as much attention as the Sports Fest, but it's still the yearly event they all look forward to. Many of your peers are feeling stressed out by the current conditions here at UA, especially the dorm system, which had to be adopted because of the hero course.
If you put it like that, guess it'd be unfair to cancel it.
Correct. So yeah, it's still on, and hopefully everyone will enjoy it. Though unlike festivals in the past, this year's will only be open to UA students and staff, with a few exceptions. You may not be the focus this time, but your class still needs to participate with some kind of original programming. You need to decide what you want to do today.
That's that. Stay healthy, y'all.
Class representative,
Jet
it is
Life.
my